I'm so happy, 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 slap happy to see you today. So look what the special hat I wore. Do you like it? I think it's unique. And doesn't it match well? I like to match things up. I know what you're thinking. You just like clothes. You are totally right. And I love faith. I love faith teaching. And I'm looking with you at the Queen of Sheba. Now, I think she liked clothes, and you know she liked spices, and she liked gems and lovely things, but she liked something else that is really special. She liked wisdom. And so I want you to give this video a thumbs up and to share it with your friends and family, because who doesn't need wisdom? Anybody out there say, I've got enough? I don't think so. And I want you to tell me from where you're watching, because some of you are watching from other countries. You don't know how that warms my heart. Oh, that is a big deal to me. So, of course I want you to watch. Of course I want you to respond. But most of all, I want you to get the truth of the wisdom of God. Now, this woman, she's very bright. She's very wealthy. When you read about her, probably she's a descendant of Cush, if we look at descendants and family trees. And so, but it's not her, what can I say, not her background that makes her so important. What makes her so important is what she wants for her present tense. What does she want? She wants wisdom. Who does she come to? Well, she comes to Solomon. And you know, that was a long trip for her to come that far. And so she must have had a great passion to have wisdom. I have a great passion for wisdom because wisdom makes you successful. God likes wisdom. It's as if you go after wisdom. I love to say this to you. In her right hand is length of days. In her left hand is riches and honor. So you're going to get both. Now you say, it's as if you go after wisdom in her right hand. Oh, you mean women are smarter than men because it says her? No, I don't think that's what it is. I wanted to say that. But I believe the woman is the submissive partner in the marriage. And you always see women as being submissive. If you want godly wisdom, you have to be submissive to God. If you're going to do your thing and ignore His thing, you're not going to have godly wisdom, and therefore you're going to miss the success you could have. So I look at the Queen of Sheba. I mean, she's very intelligent, she's very wealthy, but she didn't think she had enough. She thought she could have more. And I see her as very wise, but she wanted more. Now, I believe you're watching this because you want more wisdom. You're not just watching to see my hat today. I think my hat attracts you. Does it? I hope it does. But I think you have a desire in your heart for more wisdom. How do you handle your children? Oh, that's a big deal. And I remember one time when I said to my son, you know, you haven't mown the lawn yet. Why haven't you? And he said, because I'm lazy. Oh, I said, never say that. He said, well, you say it. That was wisdom for me. What are we saying to our children? You're always blowing it. You're always a failure. You always cause me trouble. You're the messiest one in the house. What are you saying? Not that we shouldn't train them and correct them, but we should not put them down. So put your hand on your heart. Say, I promise I won't put my children or my grandchildren down. Now, I have a grandchild at ORU, and so I want her to do well in school. But I know I can't just, oh, whoopee, you're going to do well. I know I have to encourage her. She's very bright, and she can do well. And so now, you know, we can do our phones, use our phones. So I text her maybe every other day with something very positive. You have always been very bright. You were a smart baby. You know, I know you're going to do well at ORU. I know this about you, that you know you're the head and not the tail. So what do I say to her through my phone? I say positive things that are scriptural things. I'm not lying. And actually, you know, I'm not just trying to make her feel good. I want her to see what she has in God. So I'm not just flattering. So when we give godly wisdom, I want you to know you are not flattering. You are not flattering. So if you will go to MarilynandSarah.org, you can get this 3D set. And it's on Get Wisdom. And oh my goodness, I'm trying to get it open for you so you can see it all. Look here, there are 3 parts to it. And I would suggest that you give a gift of $20. Do you think it's worth it? Are you smart enough? And that can be your best gift of $20. So you say, well, do you tell me how to do it? Wisdom is how to. Do I tell you how? Do I tell you from experience? Do I tell you from being a pastor's wife, from being a wife, from being a mother, a grandmother, someone who's been in 63 nations and taken the gospel? You said, now you're bragging. Maybe I am, but I want to brag on God. Those things happened because of godly wisdom. Things don't just work. Well, you don't just wake up and say, I'm smart, but you get God's wisdom. Now, I have found reading the Word gives me wisdom. You say, well, I don't like to read. Well, do it anyway. Do you like to be dumb? Oh, I shouldn't have said that, should I? I don't think you would like to be dumb. I really don't think you would. But I think this, if you don't read the Word, if you don't speak the Word, you don't see the Word work. You can say, I believe the Word. Well, wonderful. But do you speak the promises? And what promises do you speak? And in this, you will see promises to speak to problems. Because I hate to say this about you, but I have a gut feeling you speak a lot of problems. Oh, I have a kid that's driving me bananas. Or, oh, I just can't seem to get a good job. Or, oh, I just seem to always be sick. I always have a headache. I'm always getting the flu. And so what are you saying? Problems. But if you say promises, and you say, well, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You say, I don't know how to do that. Get the Wisdom series. Don't put it off. And it's a 3D set, and it's for any amount, but I suggest this 3D set for $20. I suggest it. Because here's what I like about this. Not only will you listen to it, but you pass it on. And so this is like a missionary. It works while you sleep. And I know what wisdom does. You say, well, how would you know? Well, I'm 88, and I became a Christian when I was 16, and I started reading the Bible when I was 12. So, how do I know? Because I've experienced it. I know what's cooking for you. I know what's cooking for you. So I'm so happy that you tuned in. And of course, you can leave prayer requests with us also. And don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. And you can comment on my hat if you want to. Do you like my hat? Wait till you see the next time I'm with you. I really have a crazy hat. You say, well, I think you like crazy hats. I like clothes. And I like to look good. So before I got on this today, I got makeup on. I thought they can't stand me without it. They'll say that's bad advertising. So I do everything I can do to be good advertising for faith. And I believe God is going to give you, listen to me, a supernatural week. And remember, I want to hear from you.